Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more PGR2 online multiplayer, and this one's from the 4th of September. And starting off in the Coupe series with a full lobby, actually. Well, nearly a full lobby. One player missing, but we've got a full lobby for the majority of this game night, so it was pretty decent. And some familiar faces in this one, and a few more new ones joining us. So most of us in the BMW M3 here. RGD has joined us in the Nissan 350Z. We've got Null Control and Yerrick in front of the M3. And this is a track we haven't really done that much, to be honest. Sabian's in the Audi S4 as well there. Got Heijrim or something like that. And also Ass, who I'm going to call Mr. A from now on because I'm not saying Ass over and over again. And I don't know why that profile's called that name, but moving on. Actually managing to get up into second place around that corner. And I'm right behind Mr. A. And up into first place, which is pretty decent, considering I was last a lap ago, so it's quite easy to slip around the outside whilst people are battling around there. But 6 laps of this goes quicker than you think. And already the field's quite broken up. We've got Mr. A behind, and a couple of them battling for 3rd and 4th. And the M3 is the strongest one in this class. The S4's not too far behind, and the Nissan 350Z is a bit further behind that, to be honest. Not a brilliant car, but lap number 4, and we are slowly, but surely, I think actually that's stayed the same distance ahead there. Everyone's just warming up on this track. The first one of the game night, and we are slowly pulling away from Mr. A there. But yeah, we normally don't do too many of the really small circuits because they can get a bit, you know, bit crazy, bit too friendly with the contact. But this wasn't too bad. This one, 3 seconds ahead now, and there's a big gap between 3rd and the rest of the pack. Actually, it's quite easy to collide with other people on this one as well, to be honest. But as per usual, we'll be having 4 races per class of car. And I think, actually, we actually do 6 classes in this one. So there's two classes per episode and 8 races in total per episode. Or per part, should I say. So there'll be 3 parts of this again. Seems to be a good formula going forward, that. And once again, I think I'm going to show all of the races. I think people prefer to see the whole thing, and then they can choose whether to watch the whole thing or to skip it if nothing happens going forward. But we get a win there to start things off, which is nice. And did Mr. A hold on to second place there or not? He did, and Yerrick wasn't too far behind at all in 3rd from him. Sabian in 4th, RGD in 5th. Heijrim, I think that's how you say that, in 6th. And Null Control in last place there. And we've got a full lobby now, moving on to race number 2. I think someone was in the Ferrari 355 F1 for whatever reason, and also someone in Toyota Supra. If they haven't unlocked any of the quick cars in the group, we tend to let them use other cars that are sort of well matched. But the Ferrari's not really well matched. That's quite a bit quicker, but nevertheless, we move up into 3rd place. Sabres joined us in the Toyota Supra there. I think there's 2. Is there 2 Sabres? We'll have to see. I get smacked in the side by Mr. A. Yerrick goes flying up there in 2nd place, and then unfortunately I do get pinned really badly there. And we've got, Heijrim, going to practice trying to say that, in the Ferrari, and Sabre ahead. Sabian, that was the other one. Sabian 3 behind. Very similar names there, getting confused by them. And Sabre's going for a lunge there, for whatever reason that is, in the straight. Back up into 4th place. Again, quite a small track, but not too bad for the Coupes at least. And plenty of laps as well, 6 laps of this one. So we've got RGD ahead, also in the M3. I think most people were in the M3 in this one that weren't in cars outside of the Coupe series. And RGD is going to the right there, and I don't know who that is in yellow. Just ahead. And I think Yerrick's broken away in 1st place. Mr. A just managed to go on the inside of RGD there. Wait to see what Mr. A's doing. Managed to get on the inside here for this corner, which we take advantage of. Up into 2nd place with just under half the race remaining. This corner can be quite tricky to get right, actually. But doing all right there. Not too bad. Again, you can go quite wide there and use the runoff a bit more. So, are we reeling Yerrick in? 3.4 seconds ahead he is at this point. With 3 laps to go, I think. Again, the field looking pretty spread out. The gap between 4th and 5th is quite big. 2.5 seconds ahead, so we are catching him. You can see him there, just ahead. And for some reason, my car stopped accelerating then. That was very weird. Don't know if it was my controller or what. I was just holding the accelerator go around the corner and the car just was not accelerating. It was very odd. So I lost a bit of time there. Back up to 3 seconds now, with 2 laps to go. Apart from that, not doing too badly. 2.2 seconds behind. So, reeling him in again. Mr. A is nearly 5 seconds behind. 1.9, again, reeling him in. Slowly but surely. And across the line onto the last lap. 1.6. So we're gaining ever so slightly each time. And then this corner happens. And yeah, thrown that away completely there. In the dying seconds of the race. Well, not really. We've still got a lap to go, but you know what I mean. Did all that work to catch up. Unfortunately, just threw it away there. Trying to go too quick around that corner. Mr. Ass behind. Mr. A, Mr. Ass, whatever you want to call him. Still in 3rd place. And 4th place is closing in on him, it looks like, or still with him. And round the final corner. And we got 2nd place, which wasn't too bad considering how we started off. So Yerrick grabs the win there. I got 2nd place. Was it Mr. A in 3rd? Followed by someone closely, very closely. 7/10 RGD behind. Noel was then in the Audi in 5th, then Sabian 3, then Heijrem, and then Sabre in the Toyota. So halfway through the Coupe Series, moving on to Hong Kong, and there's Heijrem in the Mazda there. Someone joined, but actually it was Elf, went into the Sea. I don't think he actually changed his car there. And again, Sabre's in the Ferrari. And again, Yerrick's got a good start ahead there, up in front. You see him pulling away already. We're in 5th place here, behind a few BMs and that Ferrari again. This race actually goes pretty quick, I think, because 3 laps of this isn't too much. Just trying to see if we can get around the inside of anybody here. We managed to get inside of Noel just about there. And in the draft zone, but the Ferrari's pretty quick in a straight line, obviously. Trying to keep with him. And we both just crash into Sabre pretty much there. Do we manage to get around the inside of him? Just about up into 3rd. So behind RGD now. And I don't go quick enough around that corner, really. Lots more room to be used. But Yerrick in 1st still. RGD just behind. Well, good 2.5, and I'm on his tail. And 4th place has dropped off quite a bit there. 4th and 5th close together. And 6th and 7th close together, just crossing the line there as well. So we're in the draft zone here nicely, but they can't really make a move around here to let him go. I think he went slightly wide there, so we do have the inside line, and we just about get that move done. Up into 2nd once more. RGD just behind now in the draft zone. That wasn't too bad to there. Maybe a little bit too tight to that corner. Again, really quite slow around there, to be honest. Could go a lot quicker, but we've got one more lap. Yerrick is 2.6 seconds ahead. Again, we've got to try and reel him in. Let's see if we can do it. I can hear Retro made connection with the barrier there. 2.3 seconds ahead. Again, we're just gaining that little bit each checkpoint or split. That wasn't too bad round there, and we have gained quite a bit through there, to be honest. But we've only got an S bend to go, and then one more bend till the finish. Sometimes the finish is after this S bend, and sometimes it's on the next bend. It does confuse me sometimes. But 1.1 seconds behind. Round here nicely. Actually quite nice round there. And round the final corner. Again, not too quick for myself around that bit. But not too far from second place. If there was another lap, it would have been a bit more interesting, that finish. But another second place. Yeah, grabs another first there. Only 9 tenths behind. Then RGD was in third. Noel in fourth place. Sabre in fifth, not too far behind. And Heijrem and Elf didn't really have a chance there in the cars they were in. But moving into Edinburgh, is this the last one in the coupe? I think it might be. And Sabre again, the 355, and everybody else in the BMW. Down to 6 this time. Actually, there's Heijrem, who just took me out completely in the Ferrari 360 Spider. And this circuit's pretty difficult, actually. Anything in Edinburgh is difficult, but luckily these cars aren't massively quick, so it's not too bad. So all of us quite close up here at the front. Just letting everybody sort it out around here. Then it gets shoved from behind and loads of stuff going on here. Around this corner. Saw an opening and went for it. Up into second place. And again on the inside here, but I had no room to manoeuvre there, so we both just completely crashed into the wall. But managing to get up into first place. Can we hold it now for the remainder? Yerrick just behind, only 4 tenths through this complicated section, chicane section. Nice body roll through there to get around that. Tried going down to second gear, but that was not a good idea. And nicely round there. Yerrick still just behind. And we both actually do exactly the same error here. Just go a bit too fast into there and hit the wall. I think he hit it worse than I did there. So 9 tenths up with 2 laps to go. And I think third and fourth aren't too far behind there. And that was okay around there. And it looks like third is catching up to Yerrick. Around the hairpin bit again. Again, quite difficult to do, just tapping the wall there. Getting the line a bit wrong there. Should have gone out a bit wider. So 1.5 seconds. I think they are falling back slightly, but not too much. And again, the line through there wasn't amazing, but certainly okay. Difficult section this, really difficult to carry speed through, but it looks like we've gained a pretty decent lead through there. We'll see. Second and third are pretty close. Yeah, 2.5 seconds, so we are pulling away ever so slightly. And again, not the most brilliant line through there. And again, just oversteered quite badly there. Learning my lesson this time. I'm not going quite as wide. But as you can see, we've got a pretty decent lead now. And I do think that is all that happens. So I will catch you at the end of the race. And there we go. Managed to hold on to the victory there with, I'm assuming, Yerrick still in second place. About 2.5, so he stayed the same distance behind. And RGD in third, not too far behind. Sabre in fourth place, Noel in fifth, and Hejrem in sixth place there. So back to a full lobby. Moving on to the Classic Series with a few other cars randomly chucked in there. This race gets quite messy, if I'm honest. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. They started in sixth place. Not really had too much of a decent start so far. Always sort of towards the back of the pack. And lots of collisions there. All of us in this, well, not so tight corridor. We're coming up to the tighter corridor soon. Up to the hairpin of doom on the inside. And lots of pinning going on. And here we go. We've got everyone in the lobby just cramming into this tiny corridor. Luckily, though, I managed to be on the inside of the corner, so didn't get too much damage there, or didn't get pinned too badly. Sabre's actually in the Porsche Boxster now, and somehow making my way around the outside there. Hejrem goes wide in the Ferrari. Pretty much a full Ferrari lobby of different models. Classics and supercars and God knows what else. We've got K-Bob that's joined us as well in the 355. Xbox Elite as well also joined us in the 275 there. But up into second place. And was going to go around for first place there, but K-Bob did a bit of a dive bomb there. But managing to get back up into second place and crashing into the wall. And then I did a stupid thing of just slamming down the, changing down the gears, and that does make you stop turning completely. So I don't know why I just did that, but somehow, after all that, come out in first place. I nearly just ruined my race, crashed into the wall, but 250 GTO doing me well here. But compared to that BMW, it doesn't actually handle well at all, to be honest. It does handle the best in the class, though, or one of the best. Probably that and the Lancia Stratos. Also, the Porsche 911 Carrera is not bad as well for handling. But already on lap number 3, it's gone very quick, this race. It's actually a smaller track than you think. It's a little bit better this time, a little bit more controlled. And it's pretty close behind in terms of the battle that's going on. Second to fourth are all in the picture. Fifth and sixth aren't even that far behind either. And again, that was pretty wide through there. Luckily, everyone's battling behind, so I do have the opportunity just to break away. If you do get in front in this game online, it is quite easy to break away. If people behind you are fighting, and you can quite, especially if you get away early on, you can build quite a big lead, actually, to be honest. 4.4 seconds ahead of Xbox Elite, who is battling with someone for second place. Again, fourth's not too far behind. And that's probably the best I've done that corner. And Yerrick's now taking second place. Is he on his own there? Yes, he is, because Xbox Elite's returned to the lobby, so not happy with something there. And around that corner nicely, getting the feel for this car now. It's actually quite hard to get into and drive. You've got to change the way you drive. There's a few car series I find that are like that. I'd say Classics, SUV, and then Grand Touring are the ones I struggle to adapt to, just because of the way they handle the cars. But that's the first Classics race down. A nice win there. I think Yerrick did grab second place. Noel in third in the 250 as well. All three of us there. Then RGD in fourth, K-Bob fifth, Hejrem sixth, and Sabre in seventh. So again, a full lobby, and moving to Barcelona this time, 4 laps. And I actually started in second place, which is a welcome change. Somewhere near the top of the grid. Forgetting to change gear as well. Not a very good start. And I just left it in third for some reason, which was not a good idea. The car's pretty much about to stall, but then all hell breaks loose behind me, and basically the entire field just smash into the barrier. And yeah, I didn't really know what to think about that. Almost tempted just to stop and wait for him at this point. But I didn't want to get caught in that carnage, to be honest, so We're left to freely drive in the lead here. This corner as well. This is so difficult to nail. Get as much speed as you can through there is pretty difficult. And across the line for the second lap, and everybody in the pack is pretty much in the same place there, crossing the line sort of now. Learnt my lesson this time, go down to second gear. And a bit nicer through there, but then went on two wheels and stopped me turning. I think I do that a couple of times in this race, in all fairness. But I don't have to drive too crazily because they're still fighting behind, I believe. And it is Sabre in second place at the moment. But I'm pretty sure that's all that happens for this race, guys, so I'll let you watch and I'll catch you at the finish. And there we are, second Classics race down. I believe Yerrick moved up into second place there. So I got first there, nice little win. Yerrick in second, 11 seconds behind. Sabre in third, Xbox Elite fourth, RGD in fifth, K-Bob sixth, Noel seventh, and Hejrem in eighth place there. He was in the Porsche 550, in all fairness. So fair play for picking that. And I decided to go in the E-Type for this one, which was a big mistake. Compared to that Ferrari, this is really not good at all. But anyway, I just went for it just to see what it's like. And 3 laps of this track, not the longest. And immediately, it just didn't turn around the corner for some reason. So that was a bad start. Down into last place. And a mixture of cars being used now. Mainly Ferraris again. I think RGD's actually in the Lancia there. And I'm getting absolutely smashed into the wall there in my white E-Type. And just crashed into an hole there, didn't mean to do that. And understeering all over the place in this. This is really poor in the handling department, but not too bad in a straight line. But the handling is really bad. So again, trying to get past Sabre, and he's just like he's having none of it. And then sort of gives up. So just the initial burst of aggression there, then just sort of let me get past. Whatever that was about, I'm not sure, but up into 5th place. Behind the Lancia. And, oh god, a bit of a crash there from K-Bobs. Up into 4th place apparently now. Haven't had to do much to get to 4th, really. A nice little undercut there, just next to Retro. And very close together. That Lancia's actually doing well in a straight line. Sometimes it's the lag, though. I think I might have rear-ended him on his screen, because it looked like I was going to fly past him. but then he just sort of gained momentum to match mine, and that does happen quite often in this, when you don't think you've hit him. Look, you can see the acceleration now. That's how much better the acceleration is in the Jag, but the Lance is very good around the corners. But sometimes on your screen you don't hit them, and on their screen you bump them up the arse, which accelerates them a lot, and that's what happened, I think. And again, round here slowly getting loads of understeer, but up into third place at least, and RGD just misjudged that, I'm afraid. Paid the price. So Xbox Elite is 4 seconds ahead. I think it might be Yerrick again in first in the Ferrari. Not too bad round there though. That's not too bad. Onto the main straight again in this understeering beast. And 3.9 seconds behind, so we are actually reeling Xbox Elite in here a little bit. This was the only time I used this car, and if others are in the Ferrari, you really don't have too much of a chance. Depends on the track, really. As you see, I've dropped behind there again by about 4/10. I was really trying to dial this thing in, but it just wasn't happening. I kept crashing. Nice to try different cars though, when you can. And again, they're really struggling to keep the thing on the road or on the track. 5.3 seconds though. I'm dropping off quite badly, and I think he's caught up to Yerrick actually. And RGD is nearly 10 seconds behind now in fourth. I just clipped the wall there as well. So it looks pretty close between the first two there, finishing. And I nearly well, I did just absolutely smash into that wall, went on two wheels. And yeah, that is the Jaguar E-Type, ladies and gentlemen. In third place though, I'll take that, it's not too bad. And let's see who got first in that one. And yeah, it did hold on, and Xbox Elite was less than a 10th behind, that was very close. RGD held on to fourth place there, Sabre in fifth, K-Bob in sixth, and Noel in seventh place there. So moving on to Edinburgh for this one. Down to sixth again. We seem to sort of spread it between 6 and 8, the players in this. Starting in second place again though, it's not too bad. And Sabre again in the Ferrari in front. I think he just crashed into the wall there, and all of us behind. Noel's getting a bit tail happy there from everyone. And again, I think Sabre crashed into the inside of the wall. Can we get past into first? Looks like we've just about done that. So much better, this Ferrari. It's unbelievable than the Jag. And the Jag's probably the third best car in the class as well. So, yeah, quite a bit of a difference. And Yerrick's made it into second there. This track is difficult. Very difficult. Lots of places to crash and make mistakes in this one. But getting around here okay. Figuring out that power sliding is maybe not the quickest way around in the next couple laps, but just trying it out in this car just to get it turning round. Not too bad round there. We actually gained quite a healthy lead there, 2 seconds. The tracks in Edinburgh have just got so many bumps in, which is what makes them so difficult, really. And not too bad, getting a bit of a lead. Yerrick in second's a bit further ahead of third place there. This section isn't too bad. I think it's sort of... well, I've just crashed there. After this hairpin, I think it starts to get a bit crazy after that. The whole section's now up until pretty much the finish line. Very nearly hitting the inside the wall. Going on 2 wheels, but keeping that. I'm still just pulling away. I think, yeah, 2.7 seconds. This bit's bumpy, going on 2 wheels. Braking a lot. 2 wheels again. Just missing that barrier. You've almost got to drive a bit more slowly than you'd like, just so you don't crash. And that's much quicker around there instead of power sliding. And I'm pretty happy with that section. It wasn't too bad. And again there, just going on 2 wheels, just really hindering my turn in there. But it looks like I'm pulling away here. Yerrick's sort of pulling away from third. I think I probably stayed the same distance behind now, actually. But I think that's the last thing that happens in this, so I'll meet you guys at the finish. And there we are, guys. Managed to grab a first place there in the last race in the Classics. Let's see the finishing order there. Did Yerrick hang on to second? He did. Xbox Elite was in third. RGD in fourth. Noll in fifth. And Sabre in sixth there. So that's going to conclude the first part of the game night. And we've got 2 more parts coming up. And again, they've got 8 races in each one. So I'll see you in part number 2.